What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back in another video on the channel, and today we are back to my roots. We got our burrito bowl, little variations. I wanted to use the Lay's Gameday chili chips limited edition. When I saw them in the store in Walgreens, I said, okay, what can I do with them? So I decided to make myself a Lay's Gameday chili burrito bowl. What we got inside is basically cheesy cauliflower rice topped with, of course, house-made chili. I did that in a slow cooker, let that simmer for a little while. Then we added the Lay's Gameday chili chips right on the top of that. Added our sour cream, cheese, jalapenos, and of course, bacon, cheddar, cauliflower, tots, because, you know, I gotta keep it healthy. And of course, the cheese is fat-free. We melted that off in the oven. I always have to throw that in there because it melts like crap. But we move. Anyway, if you're digging the content, the home-cooked meals, the mukbangs, whatever you like, we try to deliver here. Daily content on the channel, so go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that cringy YouTube stuff. I really don't like saying that, but I hear you're supposed to say that because people forget to leave a thumbs up, or in some cases, a thumbs down. I do see the thumbs down too. I like you guys. I love you guys anyway. It means you at least tried to watch, and maybe you didn't like me. Or maybe you do like me, and you just want to leave a thumbs down. Either way, man, you gave it a shot, and that's all I can ask for. So I appreciate the lovers and the naysayers. Either way, I love y'all. Let's get into this. I'm super, super excited. But let me try these chips out, just one quick bite. I did add it in the burrito bowl, but I haven't tried them yet. See if I can get one. Oh, my rule with chips is you always try to grab from the bottom. I'm going to do this one bite review. That's all I need. Lay's usually lets me down. You do smell a little bit of that chili powder. All right, let's just see. Lay's Gameday chili. Is it good? You get the flavor of chili. I don't know how I can say this. It's not the chili that my mom made. It's more of the chili that you would get from like Hormel. If you know, you know. I'm gonna leave it at that. But are they good? Yeah, I mean, I'd eat them again. They're on my burrito bowl, so I hope they're good. They're good enough. Doesn't matter. Let's get into the bowl. Anyway, you've been a wonderful contestant, Lay's Gameday chili. Thank you for playing. Onion powder, tomato powder, spices. That means they ain't gonna tell you what's inside. But I'm getting chili powder more than anything. Anyway, let me get this stupid prop thing out of the way. YouTube cringy. Gotta make things look presentable. Here we go. I need to get a chip on here too, for sure, though, right? First bite is never gonna be sexy, but here we go. The nucleus. We're grabbing from the nucleus already. Yeah. Here we go. What are we saying? Whatever. That's really good. You know, sometimes obviously when you're cooking things, you know, you can tell. What I did differently with this one, usually I take my like cheese sauce and I put it over the top of the bowl. I want to try something different. There's a lot more cauliflower than rice again, and I wanted to make the rice cheesy. So I put it in the rice after I steamed the rice and added the cauliflower, I added the cheese sauce, cilantro, and garlic, of course. I put garlic on everything. Yeah. Just, yeah. The rice itself is bomb. There's really not much rice in there either. I had to do some shuffling around to get my chips in here. Give me one of them jalapenos. You ever just bite into your comfort food? For me, it's always like a burrito bowl, something chili, something cheese, something meaty, chili cheeseburger, chili cheese fries, something like that. And you're just like, you know, life's not that bad. And I gotta show y'all these. I love my Green Giant veggie tots. Cauliflower tots. Take a look at the inside. It's creamy. A little bit creamier than you would get from a normal tater tot. But these have cheese and bacon on the inside. They have become my second favorite from the Green Giant line. I've had them all. Corn tots. I say this every time I make these. The corn tots, if you can find them, they are goated. They're like the, like an Indiana Jones treasure or something, like the Ark of the Covenant, if you're a fan of the movie. I'm nerding right now. You can't find them. I've even tried to hit up Green Giant. They used to be at one store specifically. And one day, I sound like I got broken up with. But it did. It's gonna sound like a breakup story, but one day I woke up and I went to check where they always are. And they were gone. And I haven't seen them since. And if anybody sees them, please tell them I miss them. And I've really been thinking about them a lot. And I wonder, wherever they are, I just hope that they're doing okay, and I wish them the best, but I would really appreciate it if they could come home. Okay? I missed you. I'm tripping today. It's gonna get smashed. I can't go there. Can't go there. I can't say it. Y'all know I want to say it. I'm gonna say it. I was gonna say it's gonna get smashed faster than the girl I ended up dating for like 3 years. And I don't mean that derogatorily. I don't at all. I just want that to be said. I can tell y'all the story though. I'll tell y'all the story. This was my college sweetheart, I guess you would say, right? College sweetheart. And, you know, things are long gone and that. I'm not going to get into too specifics, but basically, when I say that, I mean it as a term of endearment, but it was crazy how this relationship started and how long we ended up being together, because it was a relationship that was initially someone that I just knew. Like, we were just like someone I'd see out all the time, right? And, you know, I always thought she was cute. I'm not saying that, but I never looked at her that way. But it became a thing that every time I would see her out, no intentions, just me being a friendly person, that I would like buy her a drink. You know, we were both of age. So I'd buy her a drink. You know, no big deal. But there was one day, I don't know what behooved her, because she was never the type of person that dressed up, like really like, you know, she wasn't like a high maintenance type of person. Like, she didn't do that. And I'm not usually attracted to high maintenance type of stuff. Like, I like low key type of people. Like, I never tended to date people that wore a ton of makeup, that even wore a lot of jeans. Like, you know, they'd be chilling in sweatpants, you know, their hair is up 90% of the time. Like, that's always been, not to say that I'm against anything else, but like what I ended up dating. I just like the casualness, you know? But anyway, I hope she's not watching, bro. Look, listen, if you're watching, nobody knows it's you, so just shut up. Okay? Anyway, there was one night, and the messed up part is it was a night after we lost. It was during football season. And I wasn't really in the best of moods, but she came out that night dressed to like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ever see like somebody where they're like, okay, I'll put it this way. I've been on TikTok recently, right? You know, because I started like posting on TikTok. If you don't know, my TikTok is somewhere in the description below. I always forget, but it's King Strat. That's my TikTok. Anyway, excuse me. You know that challenge that all the women are doing where they're like not dressed up at all, and then they like drop, you know, it's like a Megan Thee Stallion song or somebody's song, no matter. But then they drop and they're like dressed up, and you're like, I didn't expect that. You know what I'm talking about? And you're like, and it's like, I'm an old man, so like I don't really know, but that one starts over the Nelly song, right? And then y'all know what I'm talking about. Shut up. Anyway, it was like that, where she was cute anyway. She was good looking. But then you were like, you know, damn. When I seen her, I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? She had an outfit on. I was like, oh my goodness. You know, but I wasn't gonna, the night ended, but when I seen her that night, like, I bought her a drink, of course, like, hey, how you doing? But I was like, you know what I'm saying? But that night we ended up like talking for a very long time. Like normally we would just like drink, how you doing? Like enjoy your night, that kind of thing. But that night it didn't end that way. It ended up, the way that you didn't expect it to end up. That way. I'm trying to get into details, but yeah, like we culminated our mutual attraction. And I thought that'd be that. But when I woke up in the morning, she was already gone. Sounds so bad. It's not as bad as it sounds. And I felt like what the heck? Like, why you leave? But anyway, turns out on my nightstand, she left her ID on the nightstand. So I figured it was fate or something. So I messaged her on Facebook. Back then, Facebook was just for college students. And I was like, yo, you left your ID. It was good. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't realize I left it. I was looking for it, blah, 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 blah. Same thing. Which, I don't think she left it on purpose. It's like she genuinely left the thing. So I was like, you can come get it. Well, I was like, we would talk on Facebook for that. You can come get it, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, actually, I was going to watch a movie. I was like, well, you can come watch it, with me. That movie was The Notebook. I don't want to watch that shit. But she put it on. We only got like 10 minutes into the movie. You know what I'm saying? And, long story short, the Netflix minus the chill kind of became like a thing, where we would hang out before my games because we went on like a 5-game losing streak and I didn't want to lose. So 5-game losing streak, 5-game winning streak. So I was like, go, you're my good luck charm, like this kind of, so it became a thing. That thing turned into, there was feelings involved, turned into, we dated. I don't know why I brought that story up. But that was crazy. And I appreciate people who watched like yesterday's video, where I kind of talked about like relationships and kind of my stand on them, and you understood where I was coming from. I wasn't trying to like be mean. It was just like I was trying to get other people's points of view. So thank you guys who commented, who like none of you thought I was being rude, so I wasn't trying to, and that was conveyed. So thank you on that aspect. You guys had a lot of interesting things to say about how like old school relationships, and I agree with a lot of what you kind of all were on the same page as me, which is really, really cool. These days in this generation, kind of like the gender roles are blurred, and personally I love that. When people ask me what I find attractive about women, physical stuff notwithstanding, like physical stuff, I think when you're younger, like now that I'm like a boomer, I think in like when you're in your early 20s and your teens, like the physical stuff is like really the most important stuff. And as you get older, you start to appreciate like the character stuff. Like you start thinking about things like, would this be a person that you would want to raise your children? Like it's an actual thing that goes through my head. And if I feel like you wouldn't really be a good fit to help raise my children, because obviously I'm going to be there too, but I would want to have a team, I don't think I can date you. But one of the biggest things that I find attractive about women is drive. Like it's like a go-getter, like somebody who doesn't need you. They want you and they want you there, because that's my same mindset. They want you there, of course, but they're not dependent on you. I like independent women. to a certain extent, because I'm independent. Obviously, I'm in a relationship. The worlds are gonna meet, but you know, you got your own thing, you got your own career, you got your goals, you got things you want to do. I find that very attractive. When you're passionate about something, when you're good at something, or great, I respect that. I respect people that are really good at their craft. Like, I don't care if it's building like Lego castles. Like, that's not the point. The point is that you're passionate about it, you care about it, you want to see yourself succeed in that. I love that. So that's why I think I'm new school, as opposed to old school. I don't care about all the other stuff. You know, some dudes care about like stupid stuff. Not stupid, because I can't say your opinion is stupid. It's your opinion. But I went to college. A lot of guys don't like or feel that like that if a woman was promiscuous in a certain era or things of that nature, that would be a turnoff for them. But I went to college. Like, what you did then has no bearing on who you are now, because I am not the same person that I was in college. I would hazard a guess that I was kind of like, I out myself about this all the time. When I was in college, I was a kind of womanizer. Like, I was never rude to women. I was never disrespectful to women, but I liked women, you know, like different women. Like, that's not a good look the way I look at it now, but it's the truth. That's what I was. Like, it's bad. I would tell any guy who thinks that stuff's cool. I think when you get older, like, it won't seem as cool. Like, the other things will be more important. But if you got to get it out of your system, that's men and women. I feel like women kind of have to, like, have their fun too in this day and age. Having fun. Because if you don't, I think what happens is the people who don't do that, or sometimes people get married really young. You know, say you get married at 18. Again, this is not 1950. You know, back then that was normal. This is a new age. So sometimes people get married early, then they get divorced in their late 20s, and then they go through what I call like a second teenagehood. It's not a childhood because you're not a child, but you almost have a college student mindset because you never lived it, you know? So I feel like I lived that, so I don't need that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you know, that stuff's not important to me. Like people are old, and I hear the term body count being used a lot. Like, I don't give a shit what your body count is, because mine's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so who am I to tell you? This is attractive. If it's a conversation you actually want to have, I don't need to know. I don't care about who you were then. Unless it's something that's like, you know, life-altering, big news, things like that. But I don't need to hear your story on what you did on a Thursday night while you were, you know, out partying. Like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. And I don't expect you to want to hear. Sometimes y'all do. And I try to warn y'all. Y'all don't want to hear this. You don't want this life. But I think because of that, now the things that I care about are so much. Obviously, I have to be attracted to you, but that's like not the most important thing. I'm gonna tell you this, fellas, even ladies, if you're dating somebody just because, oh, they're hot, that's gonna wear off quick. They're gonna have to talk to you. You're gonna have to have conversations. Like, I don't care how gorgeous someone is, if there's no substance behind that, you're gonna lose that infatuation that you had. Because in any relationship, it goes away and you get like to that next stage where it's like the serious stage. You know everything about them. You've seen them at their worst as well as their best. In the beginning, you only see someone's best foot. You might not see the girl you're dating without makeup. You might not see the guy when he doesn't shave or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. The other thing that happens when you get older, and I'm here to tell people, men and women, you don't care as much about like the things that society deems sexy. I think it becomes almost the opposite. Let me finish. Things that men might not find attractive in their early 20s. Stretch marks. I don't know, maybe women that are, you know, you got a belly. I think younger guys are like, oh, I wouldn't like. I'm gonna tell you this, young blood, you're a dummy. First of all, stretch marks are beautiful. Okay, the meat ain't cooked unless you put it on the grill and got grill marks on it. That's how you know it's done. First of all. Second of all, I like a little. Y'all will too. I'm telling you. Like the term dad bod, fellas, I'm gonna tell you this. I've had abs and I've had a gut. I've had both. And everywhere in between. Most women do not care if you have a six-pack. And if a woman cares if you have a six-pack, she better be really into fitness, because I can understand that. Or she's probably not the right one for you. Six-pack's a bonus if that's what you like. But a real one, they're gonna like you whether you have a six-pack or a keg. They ain't gonna care. So, if you're focused on getting abs, trust me. First of all, when you have a six-pack, now they're intimidated by it because they feel like they have to keep up to your standards. Not always, but just like maybe you would. If you dated somebody who was really lean, you might feel like because she's eating grilled chicken all the time, because that's what you're gonna have to do when you're really lean, that you can't do the stuff that most couples do. Most couples, y'all be eating. Like, every girl I've ever dated, we eat. Now, you know good and hell well that I eat. So I couldn't date somebody that was like, we gonna get this chicken, and not the grill kind. Nah, we gonna fry it. The first time I dated a girl, she told me, I don't want these fries. No, we gonna eat these fries. We can go to the gym. Hell, I'll train you if you want to, but we gonna eat. All right? But I've noticed more that a lot of women don't really care about abs. The truth of the matter is, fellas, and I'm gonna tell you this, most of the compliments that you will get when you have a really nice body, what society deems a really nice body, you know, you're shredded, six-pack, you know, very muscle definition everywhere. As a person who has been on that end of the spectrum, I'm still pretty lean, but at one point I was basically shredded, where now I still have abs, but they're not what it was pre this year. You can still see them, but back then, like, it was like, you know, I'm not gonna pull a picture up, but y'all can look. Go to the hashtag King Trash Journey on Instagram. It's there. Most of the compliments I got were from guys. Go to any really shredded dude on social media and go to their page, any of them, and look who's commenting. Look who's telling them to have a nice body. Women like dad bods, or they wouldn't be dads. Does that make sense? So when y'all see this dude who's got this very attractive woman, and you're like, oh, well, he didn't have a six-pack. Nope. Nope. And again, as a person who, where'd my napkin go? I just said schnapkin. I feel like when you're the preacher and you're preaching and said the Lord got to rise up. Anyway. As a person who's been on the end of the spectrum, and as a person who at one point I was 270 pounds. Right now I'm about 215. At my lightest I was about 200. The amount of attraction that I received from the opposite sex didn't change. On any end of that spectrum. It was the same. Not everybody thought I was attractive, and not everybody thought I was ugly, you know? It was the same. If you think that I didn't have admirers at my heaviest, I did. And if you think I didn't have them at my lowest, wait, I did. And now I do. It didn't change. Whether if it's two women and it was two women then and two, you get what I'm saying? Don't place too much emphasis on it. What you need to worry about really, excuse me, is this. It's who you are. That will always matter, because no matter how much I weighed or looked like, I'm a confident person. Not arrogant, confident, in the sense of I know who I am. You know? I know what I feel like I have to offer to anybody. And I'm not perfect, but I'm a decent human. You know, I got my own stuff. Like, that stuff matters too. If you're 38, I'm not 38, anywhere near it here, but if you're 38, or anywhere, if you're pushing 30, and you are voluntarily still living at home, and you have a six-pack, which one do you think is going to find you more desirable? Because guess what? The same way that I'm looking at it, saying, will this person be a suitable mother? You think women don't think about that stuff? Because they do. When you're younger, you make different mistakes than you do when you get older. But they do. And how can someone feel like they're going to take you seriously if you're 30 years old with no intention of ever leaving your basement? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong to live in the basement, but you better have some sort of dream, grind, something to get out of there, because they're not trying to move into the basement with you. They're trying to level up. You understand me? What you choose and what they choose is a whole different ballgame, but at the end of the day, most people, they might be looking for a suitable husband, a suitable father, a suitable partner, someone who has goals. I don't know what turns on each person individually, mentally, physically, whatever, but I can tell you that I don't really think I've seen a woman say, oh man, he still lives at home, that's so hot. Oh, he doesn't have a job, that's so hot. Oh, he has no car, you know what I'm saying? Like, adulting turns people on. There's a reason, and I didn't know this until I started to turn 30, right? Because I'm right in there. A lot of younger women like older guys because of this stuff. It might be the same reason that when I was in my early 20s, I'm still attracted to older women, don't even matter. But I've liked the same age bracket of women since I was like 18. That's the truth. When I was 18, I didn't like 18-year-olds. Like when I was 25, I didn't like 18-year-olds. And now that I'm like in my 30, like, I still don't really, like, I've always, this is a true story too. I don't know if I told you guys this. I probably did. When I was 21, okay, this is after I got out of college. I graduated college at 20. I was single at the time. I started dating a woman when I got home. I was 21. She was 42. 42 years old. This was before the term cougar was even a thing. Back then, the term MILF was a thing, though. You know, like the whole Stifler's mom. That's where it kind of got popular, was American Pie. I didn't mind it. I thought it was great. I thought that she taught me a lot of things about life, like finances and things that I didn't think about yet, you know? And that was a very attractive quality about her. Obviously, she was physically attractive, but like there were things that like she schooled me, you know? And it grew me up really fast. And I still, a lot of things she said, like I still know. And remember till this day. The bad part about it was that my mom, my dad didn't care. My dad was like, Godspeed, son. My mom didn't so much approve of it. Why? Well, I told you the woman was 42, right? My mom was 41. My mom is, you know, she's 41. So, since she was older than my mother, literally, my mom is, I guess, being protective. She just would give anytime she came around, she'd give a girl stink eye. Look, I gave Stella her groove back, alright? I don't regret anything. I was Tay Diggs. We just didn't get married. She's kind of crazy. Which I like, but only to a certain extent. Which I said yesterday. I don't like fighting in relationships. I'm not gonna fight with you. I don't fight. I fought enough when I was younger, and I'm talking about like fighting. So I feel like your relationship, now bickering is acceptable. You're gonna argue about like little petty things. Yeah, it's normal. But like huge meltdown, shouting match, If they start coming rapid fire, or I'm getting screamed at, I'm out. You know, and that was when I was 21. My not panic button, my eject button now is like instant. Like, if I see any hint of something that's a red flag now, like, I'm out. Like, I'm out. Again, it's not cute to be really drunk when you're 30. To me. So, if you're the type of person who's staggering and slurring their words, I'm out. I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? Because I don't do that. And I wouldn't want to embarrass you by throwing up, like, at a bar because, like, or saying stupid stuff or falling over. I'm out. That stuff's it's not even cute in college, so imagine how cute it is when you get older. So, that one I'm definitely out. If you say that you're not about drama, odds are you probably are about drama, because only people that are about drama say that they're not about drama. Like, I say I'm not finna argue with you because that's true. But if, like, one of the first things that comes out of your mouth is, I'm not about drama, you're about drama. There's another key thing, too. This goes for fellas and ladies. Ladies, I hope you've been listening, too, because it gives you insight into how we think. Excuse me again. I'm really sorry. If you are with someone and they tell you this key phrase, listen, if they tell you that they're not like this, I've never done this before, this isn't normally what I do, I don't really feel this way often, those types of things, okay? They do this all the time. Look at me. Look in my eyes. They do this all the time. You are not their first rodeo. Men and women. Ladies, listen to me. If you're talking to somebody and they start talking about future things like marriage and children and relationships and you've been on one date, run. Run away, delete the number, and don't come back. Be crazy. I'm just telling you how it is. Fellas, if you are with or talking to a person who has a group of friends, okay, listen to me, and that group of friends goes out every weekend and she keeps telling you stories about how her friends are hooking up with all these guys every weekend, I don't know how to tell you this, but she's doing that too. You might be her way out. Maybe. But ain't nobody really doing that. And I'll tell you why. Because I know there's someone out there that's going, oh, my friend do that. Stop lying. Okay? No one in their right mind that is an adult will go out with people who do that kind of stuff every weekend and continue to go out with them. Because you will get put in the most uncomfortable situations ever. Every single weekend. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I had friends like that. I stopped hanging out with them because I got tired of getting put in situations. I don't want to be. I want to go home. Okay, that's a fact. If she got 3 friends and all 3, oh well, she's with this guy and she's with that guy and she's with that guy and she's on this thing and she's with this guy. She's not sitting there in the eye of the storm every single weekend playing babysitter because no one wants to play babysitter every weekend unless they're getting paid for it. And since she's not getting paid for it, she's probably been doing that too. She might be off duty this week. Run. Run. Both sexes. Both genders. His phone, if you hang out with this person, and their phone is always like this, run. They're doing that for a reason. If their phone never goes off, that's because it either is off or it's on silent. Okay? I know how Do Not Disturb works. We all have iPhones. Run. Run. If you are looking for a relationship on a dating app, you are in the wrong section. No one on a dating app is looking for a relationship. It just happens sometimes. But you don't go on there expecting a relationship, because that's not what's going to happen. Have people met up and ended up dating off of these websites? Yes. You know how I know it's not happening? Because they're speed dating. You're not the only person that he or she is talking to. There are a ton of other people in their inbox. Okay? You are a line of people. If you feel like you have to beat everybody else to the punch and knock yourself out, but just understand, y'all both better delete that freaking app if you get serious. Okay? I personally know men who go on these websites, these Tinders. I asked somebody today, because I talked about it yesterday, so I did ask. And one of the dudes that I was talking to, he said that he swipes right on everyone. Everyone. He don't even look at the picture. You're telling me he's doing that because he's looking for a girlfriend? And I'm sure he ain't the only one, because someone came up with that idea. Okay? We live in a very viral world. What I mean by viral is when one thing gets popular, everybody does it. It's the same reason why I was on TikTok and everybody's playing the same 3 songs and twerking. I don't know, I'm old, okay? But that's what I see. I see twerking and these dances and people pointing and stuff. That's it, that's just TikTok. But it's highly addictive, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you this too, as a man. Y'all need to stop these challenges, okay? I don't appreciate these thirst traps, okay? I'm not supposed to be looking at this stuff, okay? I don't need to see it, okay? Some of y'all are really pretty, bro. Alright, look. Some of y'all are really pretty, and I don't want to talk to y'all, okay? I just want to be in my house with my dogs and my mukbangs, okay? Leave me alone. Nah, with all due respect, and I say this all the time, there are millions of attractive women out there, and I just want to say from the bottom, respectfully, y'all are beautiful, man. Y'all are beautiful. Like, I'm not saying this because I don't want to go on a date with any of y'all. I don't. But y'all are just, man, like, God, you made a beautiful thing when you made women. Like, and I'm talking of all shapes, sizes, walks of life. I love the fact that when I was watching these challenges, and I'm done with my food, when I was watching these challenges, it wasn't just that stereotypical, you know, what people think, like, you know, like, oh, a waist this big and a giant butt. It wasn't just that. It was thick girls, it was skinny girls, it was BBWs, everything. Y'all don't feel uncomfortable or unconfident. Be positive. That's why the body positivity thing, I'm all for it. Like, be confident, because I'm telling you, from the BBWs all the way down to someone who looks like I can snap you in two because I'm 220 pounds. Y'all are all beautiful, man. And don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise or body shame you or say anything that makes you feel like you are inadequate, because any person who says that is not a real person. They're trying to project their own BS on you. Y'all are beautiful, man. I'm telling you that from the bottom of my heart. I can't love y'all like that, but I can tell y'all that y'all beautiful, okay? And y'all are. But stop doing them challenges, okay? Because y'all have me flicking on that freaking Explorer page. I don't want to do that anymore, okay? I got business and work to do. Anyway, end of the video. Oh, man, I'm going on TikTok again, you know. God, I don't know. Find me on TikTok, man. I want to do some Q&A and stuff, but this platform is done basically mukbangs, and my Instagram platform is basically the food stuff. So I think that with the TikTok, I'm going to start doing more like just me content, like just me as a person content. Like, you know, I'm not doing the point and stuff, but like the Q&As and the stuff like that, like more of just me as a person, like a personality type of thing. And that'll be kind of what the TikTok is. I don't want to just like copy and paste the same videos from Instagram and stuff like that. That's kind of what I've been doing, and like, it's dumb. So I want to do that. So if you find me on a talk, on the tick and the talk and the talk and the whatever, like drop me a line, drop whatever, you know, I'm gonna try to do more stuff. I want to do more stuff. But anyways, me boy King Strats. 3 home cooked meals in a row. Tomorrow is Thursday. When you're watching this, it will be Thursday. But so I don't know what I'm doing yet as far as weekend content goes. You know, it's time to play, because we've been eating all the good stuff during the week. Anyways, Beanie Boy King Strats will be back. Yes, tomorrow, more content. I love you. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube. I just like knocked the scroll. I don't know why I did that. That's like really unathletic. Anyway,